pants, $27 at Joseph A. Bank.
Hi there. Looks like you found your car insurance.
Yeah, but wow, it looks like you guys have everything.
We sure do. We help millions of people save. Look, we're #1 in motorcycle insurance, a leader in boat and RV, and...
Oh, wait, let me guess. You're the #1 truck insurer.
Wow, first guess.
Nailed it.
Oh, you're psychic. What am I thinking of right now?
Tacos?
Yes.
Helping you save money no matter what you drive. Now that's Progressive. Call or click today.
In our salute to the troops, Michelle Talmadge wants to salute her husband, Glenn. He's currently serving a tour in Iraq. Now, Michelle says that he's an amazing husband and father, and that the family is marking off the days on the calendar until he comes home. I bet you guys are. If you have somebody in the service, it's our way of saying thanks for the job that you do. Go to CNN.com/Robin. Actor Jamie Foxx scuffled with a man at his penthouse in Philly. Days later, the guy reportedly came back. That story new for you in about 20 minutes. Remember how hard it was to pick out a prom dress if you're a lady? Well, one teenager made her entire gown out of duct tape. The Texas student spent several hours weaving together rolls of tape. Now, she also made a duct tape tuxedo for her prom date.
I'm always finding something to do with duct tape. It fixes everything, and you never know when something could happen and you just need a roll of duct tape. There's been many times where people turn to me, they're like, Amanda, where's the duct tape? And so to make my prom dress, I'm like, wow, that's big.
Boy, that had to take her several hours. The girl says it took nearly 20 rolls of tape to make her outfit. It looks pretty. All right, war veterans are getting some money from President Obama's economic recovery plan. The Veterans Affairs Department says that it is cutting the checks. So let's bring in our money expert, Jennifer Westhoven. When can we expect those?
June, and that dress is amazing. And
isn't that nice?
Oh, I don't know. That's
so
awesome.
Jen Westhoven.
It's like fringy. It's so cool. Oh no, I was never craftsy like that, but that's neat.
You were rebellious, though. I could see you doing that.
Yeah, I would have black combat boots wrapped in duct tape or something. Yeah, this is great news for all the vets, though, because it means that the check is coming. At least so says the government, $250. And of course, you're not supposed to have to do anything about this. The VA already knows who you are and where you are, so they should be sending it to you. The agency also is going to have $50 million to spend to improve cemeteries, veteran cemeteries across the country. And there's been a big problem that we hope will get fixed. Some vets have been filing for disability. There's a 6-month backlog in claims processing. Can you imagine? You're disabled, you need this money, and they're not even looking at your form for months. Well, now the agency says they're going to hire 1,500 people to cut down on that backlog. And very quickly, the stock market not looking as great this morning after that jobs report. Things kind of deteriorated a bit, and now it looks like, even after last night's gains, looks like the Dow might lose about 50 points on the opening. And one of the things that's falling off is that there had been hope for spending. So we see stocks like Disney and United Airlines down a little bit as they think maybe families aren't going to have as much extra.
I'm going to tell our folks a little bit of something about you. You said that you would have worn combat boots with your prom dress. Our little rebellious one right here. I mean, this is, she is... She's so rebellious that she will tell us when we're showing something live, oh, the difference between protesters. She'll say, oh, no, those are hippies. Oh, no, those are punks.
Well, somebody said they called the protesters hippies. And I was like, come on, hippies wear Birkenstocks. You cannot protest in Birkenstock. Yeah. You step on each other, your feet will get hurt.
And there's a difference. Hi, Bob.
Which one's the hooligan? That's what
Yeah, who's the hooligan?
Who's the hooligan?
Hooligan,
Can you pick that out, too? Hey, good morning to you, Jennifer. Big delays up across New York City, unfortunately. I hate to bring you this news on a getaway Friday, especially JFK. 4-hour delay because of the wind. JFK, that's the longest one. LaGuardia has about 2.5. Philly has about 2.5 as well. Newark, 45. What about the rest of the day? Rain going in across the Northeast. Bad situation. Boston, you're going to get hour-long delays as well. And then windy conditions for a good chunk of the country, mainly out west and also down to the south. Atlanta, 1 hour more delay there, too, Robin. More details in just about a half hour.
Okay, then we have a director who wore a camouflage dress to her prom.
Better than a t-shirt tux, right?
Takes all sorts to put this show on. All right, Michael Vick is bankrupt, and it's not clear yet if he's going to get to return to the NFL. So he's been looking for work, and he may have just have something lined up.
What has made Grant Thornton one of the largest accounting organizations in the world, with resources in more than 100 countries worldwide? Is it their expertise and partner involvement, global capabilities, and extraordinary audit, tax, and advisory services? Or is it their passion for how they serve their clients? Grant Thornton. Find out what it's like to work with people who love what they do.
Are you one of those people who think you just can't learn a new language? It's not that you can't learn, it's that you've never tried Rosetta Stone.
I probably learned more in the first 2 weeks than I have in months of taking formal classes.
Rosetta Stone is so fast and effective, it's used by the State Department, NASA, the U.S. Army, and Fortune 500 companies. And it's the world's leading language learning software.
This is not memorization at all. This is natural speaking, natural learning, and you will learn things that you would memorize in other courses, and you'll do it much easier and much faster.
And to help you get started right away, we'll send you your first lesson absolutely free when you call.
This really is a great program.
I believe that you can learn any language with this program.
It helps me do something I really want to do, which is to know another language.
So call now or visit our website and see for yourself why Rosetta Stone is the fastest way to learn a new language, guaranteed.
Closed captioning hours provided by Vonage. For a better way to phone, call 877-4VONAGE.
How crazy is your phone bill? Cut your costs with Vonage and get the first 3 months at $9.95 a month. Sign up at 877-4VONAGE or Vonage.com.
Classes are going on as usual at a Virginia college this morning. Now, that's after the campus was locked down overnight. Students at Radford University were told to lock their doors and stay in after a man was shot and killed near campus. Now, the suspect has still not been caught, and police now say that they don't believe the suspect or the victim were students. Michael Vick is planning to take on a construction job when he gets out of prison, but he also wants to be back in the NFL. Rafer, good morning.
Good morning to you, Robin. And yes,
this one pays this one pays that.
Two very different lifestyles, and Vic is hoping that the construction job is temporary. Now, he is in court right now for his bankruptcy hearing to talk about his plan to go back to the NFL. He expects to go back there, and his attorney, in the meantime, says the construction job will happen when he's released from prison in July. And get this, he will make $10 an hour doing that job. Now, Vic's agent says one reason he's optimistic about Vic returning is he's spoken to Commissioner Roger Goodell about returning, and a whole bankruptcy plan is based on him getting back into football. Yankees co-owner Hal Steinbrenner admits that some tickets at the new stadium might be pricey. Yankees premium seats go as high as $2,600. Surprisingly, amazingly, some are still available. Overall, the Yankees raised their average ticket price from $40 to $70. Baseball is expecting overall attendance to drop this season. And retired Miami Heat center Alonzo Mourning made a plea to today's players: take a pay cut. Speaking at a sports conference, Zoe said everyone has to be prepared for a reality-based economy, and the players just don't know it yet. The irony is that Zoe signed the first contract known to be guaranteed for more than $100 million back in 1996. But the bottom line is the owners need to stop paying out this money. It's a two-way street. And now it is time for our true champion, because it is Friday, and it's going to the Columbus Blue Jackets for fulfilling the dream of a 19-year-old cancer patient and fan. The team signed Ryan Sammons to a one-day contract, and Sammons' dad says that the team's quest for the playoffs has helped his son actually fight the disease. If it wasn't for this team, his dad says, I don't think Ryan would be here. He's been holding on because he wants to go to a Blue Jackets playoff game.
Oh.
That is a really nice thing that those guys did. And
really is. Really thinking about that family.
Definitely.
Hey, thank you.
Robin.
All right, the high score in yesterday's interactive online news quiz was DCF 10,000. You get a Morning Express t-shirt, autographed picture, and a bookmark. Random winner was Harley Papa. Vroom, vroom. He gets a picture and a bookmark. Game wraps up at CNN.com/Robin. The West was won in a cowboy hat, and now a Texas hat company is winning fans around the world despite the slow economy. Richard Louie blows the lid off of this story in the Small and Global.
Few things are as American as a cowboy hat.
Texas hatters started in about the late 1920s. As a family business, my grandfather made hats, sold hats.
Joella Gamage Torres is a third-generation Texas hatter. She's seen the business reach far beyond the Lone Star State thanks to her late father's persistence.
My dad used to go out to the nightclub, shake